Where does Stilton come from? Believe me, this is not a tradition, this is a crime. The hotel is still there today. You can still go and stay in this hotel and eat Stilton cheese at the bar there. Hi, good afternoon. Welcome to Mark Tyler and Viaduct. I'm Michael, the cheese man, and I'm running the British Cheese Centre here this afternoon. We're going to talk about Stilton cheese. Here's a Stilton cheese. It's a pasteurised cow's milk blue cheese. Not too spicy. A lot of people think blue cheese is too spicy. It's really creamy, and contrary to popular opinion, it's not an old cheese. This is only 22 weeks old. Perfect age for it. Where does Stilton come from? Okay, there is a wonderful book here, The History of Stilton Cheese, and there is a village 50 miles north of London. This is in the 1750s, this illustration here. There's a famous hotel there called the Bell Inn. The owner started serving the cheese in this hotel, the Bell Inn. The hotel is still there today. You can still go and stay in this hotel and eat Stilton cheese at the bar there. And the cheese became so popular, people would buy it and take it back on the stagecoaches to London. And it became known as the wonderful cheese from Stilton. But it's never been made in Stilton. How to best enjoy Stilton cheese? Me personally, I prefer Stilton just purely on its own. I can just eat a wedge of it like a bar of chocolate. You can also enjoy it with some oatcakes, Hufflecrackers, they're really popular. And if you're having a party or a catering, if you go to a restaurant in London and you order the Stilton, you'll be given at the table a piece of Stilton like this, and you will just have a spoon and you'll take the Stilton cheese out like ice cream. It's also great with port wine. Now, where does that come from? You would often drink port wine at Christmas as a celebration. Now, Stilton is also known as a Christmas cheese. In the 1750s and even into the 19th century, Stilton cheese was only made with milk from the summer grass. And so the cheese, after 3 months of maturing, was ready to release at the end of November. It was ready to go to the markets and the shops in December, and that was the only time of the year you could buy it. So that's why it became Christmas cheese. Port and Stilton, how do we enjoy it together? The wonderful, salty, creamy, slightly spicy blue cheese is partnered perfectly by the sweeter, richer port wine. And often you will see, if you go to London, you go to Harrods, here in Switzerland, you go to Globus and some other places, you will see at Christmas they have a whole Stilton cheese like this, and they dig a hole in it, they put a bottle of port wine in there, and they tell you, even in England, they will tell you this is an old English tradition. Believe me, this is not a tradition, this is a crime. Stilton cheese today, we're serving it at the correct age. And if you're pouring this port wine into a Stilton cheese, imagine if they're doing that in supermarkets or department stores. They're not really going to use the best port wine, 100 francs a bottle. They're going to use the cheapest port wine because they're only pouring it into cheese, aren't they? So you're destroying the king of cheese at its perfect age with the cheapest port wine. And don't do that, please. So the way I would enjoy my port and Stilton, the Stilton cheese at the correct age and the correct room temperature, silky and buttery, and get a bottle of port, the best port that your budget can justify. I like this one. This is 25 francs a bottle. It's the Trusfalotis from Callum in Porto itself, and this is what I do. A piece of Stilton cheese, a glass of the port wine. Get that smell, it's wonderful. And now, will you still get the port wine in your mouth? Enjoy the cheese. Mix it here. Mix it here. It's delicious. Now you know how I best enjoy Stilton cheese. Now it's your turn. Cheers.